Hello, welcome back to the channel for another coin hunt. Today we have £1,000 and £2 coins to have a hunt through. Got locally cashed in coins today. This bag was sealed on the 29th of January 2024 and this one on the 3rd of February 2024. Without further ado, let's get them opened up and see what we can find. And while those bags are being opened up, let's have a quick look at the book to see which designs we're still after. On page 1 we need Commonwealth Games England, and then after that we have everything up to and including the Great Fire of London. And in the first bag we've hit our first commemorative. That's Charles Dickens. It's a very common one, we find loads of them on the channel. I think it's the third most commonly found one, with a mintage figure just over 8 million. And our second find of the day is a Florence Nightingale. It's another pretty common one, 6,175,000. And we have a gunpowder plot there as well. Again, another common one. This bag was open. We've got a Shakespeare to start it off. That's Shakespeare's Histories. That's the most common of the 3 Shakespeare coins. And we have another Charles Dickens. There you go. And here we have Brunel's portrait. Check this one for an edge inscription error. That has the correct edge inscription on. And to start this bag off, I think we've got a very blatant fake. Oh dear. We've found quite a few of those sort of style ones with that particular obverse. Anyway, that's going to go into the Hall of Shame with all of its other naughty friends. Nice, and there's our first keeper of the day, the London Underground train. 1,690,000 is the circulation figure on that one. We have found quite a few, certainly more than the roundel, which is its sister coin. And another Shakespeare's Histories. And it's a familiar sight at the top of that bag. There we have World War I Army Centenary. We find this pretty much the most, just slightly less than VE Day. This one can have a rotation error, can have an edge inscription error. Those are both correct on this one though. Oh wow, and there we have the sister coin, that's the roundel. I was just checking that coin before the 2010 for a double die obverse. I do check all the coins for errors at the end, but I just noticed it and I thought I'd have a quick check on camera. Not to be that time though. So this one is a lovely, lovely find. We do not find many of them at all. 1,560,000 is the circulation figure on that one there. But we've only found 8 of them so far. This will be the 9th one. When you compare that to the train, we've found, well, 19 of them now. So inexplicable the difference there, but we have had quite a few roundels sort of in the last 20-30 hunts, so they're catching up with the train again. Oh nice, and we have a Jersey parishes from 1998. That is the most common year on this one, 98. I believe, don't quote me on this, I'll put it up on the screen, but I think that the mintage figure on that one is 720,000. Just got that in my head. We found one of these fairly recently, and that's what I seem to remember. I could be wrong though, so pay attention to the to the caption and not to what I'm saying. Now this is going to be something. It's another Shakespeare's histories. Third one of the day. And there we have a Magna Carta. Very nice indeed. This one is definitely a keeper. Jodie Clark portrait 2015. Very nice indeed. Just under 1.5 million is the circulation figure on that one. Bottom row is beginning to fill up nicely. Of course, what we're really after is Commonwealth Games. In particular, Commonwealth Games England. Starting off this bag here with another World War I army. Check the edge inscription. That's absolutely fine. And no rotation error on that one. That's another find there. So that is the most common commemorative £2 coin that you can find in your change, the E-Day. And we do find this one more than any other one on the channel now. It's recently taken over from that World War I army. That, however, I bet you were all looking at that, shouting at the screen at me. That, however, is a Mary Rose, and that one is not common at all. That is by far and away the best find today. 1,040,000 is the mintage figure on that one. What an absolute banger. Look at that. I think we've got something in here. I spotted an edge inscription. There we have another Shakespeare's Histories. Funny how we've had so many of them and absolutely none of the other ones so far. We're going to finish that bag off with a DNA double helix, which is very cool. And we have ourselves another fake. Quite certain that's a fake, it just looks really wrong. Yeah. I'll double check all these fake ones at the end, but pretty sure about that one. Ah, here we have Lord Kitchener. So in itself, this is a common coin. 5,700,000-ish circulated, but there is a mule error on this one. Turn it over, have a look here. It's got £2 at the bottom. So that one is as it should be. Another World War I army. No rotation error. And no edge inscription error. The Rugby World Cup, that was the very first bimetallic. It's got horrible hair on it. There we go. The very first bimetallic commemorative £2 coin. Cool. put something in here. There's a Brunel's Achievements. That's the sister coin to the portrait that we found earlier. Something as well, another World War I army, no rotation error and no edge inscription error. Another Brunel's Achievements. And there is another Lord Kitchener. I did see that it has £2 at the bottom there. This will be something. Another Shakespeare's Histories. Oh, nice. Okay, we have a Shakespeare's Comedies. So that's the rarest of the three. Still not a keeper though. I'm going to finish that bag off with Abolition of the Slave Trade. Don't think we've seen this one yet today. It's very common, but keep an eye out for the letters in DG next to the 7. That would be the non-circulating version. Another Charles Dickens. Another Brunel's portrait with the correct edge inscription on. And another Shakespeare's Histories. This is the last bag of the hunt. Roll on the Commonwealth Games England. Come on. Don't think so. Okay, I'm going to double check all the coins now and make sure I didn't miss anything the first time round, and I'll post back in a few seconds with what I find. Okay, I finished checking all the coins and I did find a couple of things to talk about. First up, the fakes. So one of the ones that I found during the hunt has been added to the Hall of Shame here, and then the other one that I identified during the hunt, and then also one other one that I spotted in the returns. I'm not 100% sure about these, so I'll put them in the back of the Hall of Shame for now. I'll come back to them at a later date and have a better look at them. And then what else did I find? Ah, yes. So first of all, 1998. So I've got a pair of 1998 coins here. And if I take this one and turn it around, the Queen is pointing, or her nose is at 3 o'clock. So that's as it should be. And then if I take this one here and I turn it around, and clearly there's a rotation error on that one. I had a careful look at this, so you know, when you find a rotation error, one thing to check is that, you know, has it been tampered with? Has the middle part of the coin been sort of spun around a little bit? But the initials BR there are in the correct position, and I'm quite comfortable that this is a genuine £2 coin. So that's a very cool rotation error. Unfortunately, this coin has been absolutely battered around the edge for some reason, which is why I gave it such a careful double check. But yeah, unfortunately, yeah, it's seen better days, but a very cool rotation error anyway. And then the other one is Shakespeare's Histories. So if I look at this one here, if I start with the Queen like this and I turn it around, the 2016 is absolutely plumb at the bottom there, as you'd expect. And then if I take this one here, I start with the queen like this and turn it around. The 2016 is off to the side, so there is a slight rotation error. It should be here, but it's more like here. So that's very cool. I've never had a rotation error on any of the Shakespeare coins before, so that will definitely be going into the wider collection. And then looking back at the hunt itself, let me just bring across what I consider to be the best finds. We have a Mary Rose, Magna Carta, we've got the Guernsey Parishes from 1998, we've got the London Underground Roundel, and we've got a London Underground train. Thank you very much for watching as always. If you enjoyed the hunt, please do hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for another coin hunt.